What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. And it's time to let Hashut rise some more. We're getting very, very close to the long victory, where we decided we're going to call it for the campaign. I mean, we are not far off at all. For our long campaign victory, 31 more settlements, and we just got to hold Tsar and Grund, which we can collapse on, and destroy Karak and Karak Kadrin. So we'll be going through the mountains here shortly to deal with all of our cousins. Forces of the Dawi. We still have to deal with the Golden Order. They've got Marcus Wolfheart and Volkmar the Grim up in the mountains here. Why those guys aren't up for the Empire is beyond me, but we have several places where it's branched off, and we are still fighting against Kislev and the Great Orthodoxy up here. We've been kind of working our way this way. However, we now have the ability to move Astrogoth in. And he should be able to take out Boris Ursus and start moving south, so we can send these two armies back down to the south and cut off the Tsarina. I don't even need to worry about that. Yeah, it's not going to be too big of a deal. We'll take the labor. And we'll let Astrogoth take care of that. We will send these both through the underway. Get right in the Tsarina's face, and then we can come down and start decimating their inner territories. Which means we're going to be able to start bringing these guys, which includes a legendary lord, down south to deal with everything that's down there. Let's make him hard to hit again. Alright, Sartan the Black does not have a good army, but Draskar has... they're both just lots of hobgoblins. We're making 2,000 per turn. We got lots of coin. Let's see if we can draw one of these armies out a little bit. Not too worried. We do have a garrison lord that hasn't moved yet, which is Drezoth, because he is dealing with the elves. So we'll send him down here now. Kalidor shouldn't have too much left. I mean, they've got the Sump Pit, Bone Gulch, and Bitter Bay. They only have 3 territories, if memory serves. They have 4. So, yeah, their last one's over there at Spite Peak. So we can take these 2, conquer these lands, and then we can just decimate them up here. Now, we have lots of unassigned skill points, so let's go with Astrogoth first. Now, we could get Mentor, but not really worth it right now. What does Mentor do? 15% of all of its experience will go to other lords and heroes, which, yeah, might be good later on, but right now we were looking at getting either recruitment cost or ambush defense chance. We could get him. He doesn't have Deadly Onslaught yet. Let's just take that for now. And our Taruk. Looks like our Taruk has everything except for the charge, so we'll take that. And might as well get... oh, he's got one more rank of Indomitable to go. Hergar, we haven't finished off his spell. Oh, we have finished off his spells. We got him a Logistician, which is nice. Let's get him some reload time. And our Sneaky Git himself. Get some hit points on. We have another Toruk going up, so we'll get him hit points and we'll get him full plate armor as we go. We still have an skill point. I guess went way too fast through it, so... alright, you do not have your spells unlocked yet. So let's get Hellhammer for you. And we'll get extra powder for your... dude. Alright, so the Tsarina's in trouble. Karak Kadrin's open for assault. we got armies that we can move down. Now, what we can do is if Astrogoth comes down and takes Essen and Waldenhof, there's nothing that the Empire can really throw at us over here, per se. I don't see any armies. I mean, the Empire is really, really, really tough, but we do have a fair amount of allies, so might not have to worry about it. But Castle von Rauken, we don't really care about these places too much. We can leave this area open or ally with the other forces there, and we can push Astrogoth down here and bring our boy Skalderish around to take Karak Kadrin, link up in the mountains here, and push down towards Everpeak, which will be nice. But speaking of diplomacy, let's just take a quick look at it before we get into anything.
Soon. Come, challenge me, challenge Glenmore's. I dare. I'm right.
And we'll take a little bit of an alliance with him.
Fool.
Because we have a fair number of military allies, including both the Warhost of the Apocalypse and the Shadow Legion, as well as the Fecondites, so that's good. Like, most of the interior is on our side, and we've got the Poxmaker of Nurgle as well, so that gives us allies to the south, to the north of the Empire, and up into the wastes, and we control the central area, which is good for us. We are going to have to eventually pull back and take Zarnagrund all for ourselves, which would be nice. We do have the ability to upgrade some buildings, but I'm not too worried about it right now, really. But we have the cash, so let's just go through and see what we can do to level some of these places up. We have tons of money. Might as well use it. Alright, so now we are down to 4,800. That's fine for now. Don't need to upgrade the outposts or anything. And we'll let the other nations go and see what happens. Kind of debating on whether or not I want to do another series of this, or try a different game, or try one of the new Legendary Lords that's come out. It's kind of up in the air right now. I'm, yeah, well, a little confuzzled as to what I want to do. But it's still really, really, really fun, and with the new Lords that have come out, there's a lot of new content. It's turned a few areas of the world into more fight pits, so... Against the northern provinces. Sorry, Archaon, we cannot get involved in that war just yet. That would expose an entire new flank, and we do not have the funding to put 2 armies over there to steamroll through a lot of Cathay. So we'll just have to buckle up and deal with it. I will avoid the battle, we don't really need it. Still some glitchy names. Alright, so Ostrogoth. Okay, the Zarina pulled back. Pull Ostrogoth in. I don't want to go too far. So we want to be able to stop this guy back to... There we go. Now they're within range of each other, and the Zarina's been pushed back. And Skalderish and his little helper can just get over the mountains, and then we can assault Karak Kadrin next turn. I can't really tell if Marius Wolpart is pushing back or coming forward. I mean, this is just a lot of hobgoblins. Not too worried. I got Drazot down here. And we have secured the Plane of Bones, which is nice. We upgrade that and upgrade that. Should give us some nice additional armaments and the ability to get a few more of our dwarven warriors in it. Now we've got armor and melee attack for our dwarven units. We're working on this to get all our blunderbusses up, as well as our fire guard, our flame guard. What's it called? Fireglaves. Fireglaves. Infernal Guard with Fireglaves. That's what it was. And that's all, yeah. So we'll go towards Rally, and then we can look at... Yeah, marshaled military looks like it's probably the best choice there. And then we can go with either, yeah, Bloody Bombardment. We can get these two, because it takes... Oh, it only takes one. So if we get marshaled military, we can get standard die, which does help. So let's grab another point in firing drills. I'll get more hit points there. Then we can eat... Bitter Bay is under Skaven control. We can just raise that and then go take the Sump Pit and start pushing against the dwarves themselves, which would be nice. I'll let the other nations go and see how it works from there. We don't want to go to war with Cathay right now. We cannot go to war with Cathay right now. I mean, the two dragons over there are probably having their hands full with some of the Chaos Forces from the north anyway. But if we start assaulting them directly, it will spread us way too thin. I mean, the whole point is to knock out the two dwarves up in the mountains and then collapse back and take Jarna Grund and all the other places that we have to take to get our long victory, and then we can consider it done. I don't think a total victory is going to happen here. Yeah, we'll enter the war on the side of our allies here, because we need them to stay allies with us. Game melee attack. Let's go Clad in Durability. It's a smaller army. Alright, so Astrogoth. And we kind of skip Fort Jakova, which is fine for now. So we can go back and take care of it. It's amazing that all these places are kind of good for our faction as far as temperature and everything goes. Continue the siege there. And there we go. We will occupy it as a tower. And the Slayer Keep is now in our possession, and we can put up the Defaced Shrine. Oh yeah, Corruption, Death Blow for Infernal Guard and Infernal Ironsworn, and less diplomacy with the dwarves. I'm okay with this. What we're going to do right away, though, is we're going to get this raised up. We don't have the personnel, shall we say, for that area just yet. What place is needing people and not having them? The Plain of Bones. And we have a lot here. So let's just give the Plain of Bones what it needs. There we go. And the Plain of Bones can accept some labor, which will be fine. So we've taken Karak Kadrin. I don't know where the rest of the dwarves for Karak Kadrin are. Let's go in here.
Yes.
They have one settlement way out there. Huh. So the Slayer King is still active, at least for the time being. All the other dwarves are doing pretty decent right now. Let's look for quick deals while we're in here.
Of the deep, I lurk safe here. You keep stay. Very, very good.
It's always a gamble to get any treaties with Rictus, because they get bonuses for breaking them.
My true father instructs me to
for now.
And we'll ally with even more of the Warriors of Chaos. love to do a Valkia the Bloody playthrough at some point.
Impossible.
Now, the Zarina is going to be a problem, but she only has a couple of winged Hussars. We can't really drop these guys off from where they are, and we can't really push back. So let's see, what do we have available to us for lords here? We don't have any legendary lords, sorcerer prophets. Do we have any good? Not really. So let's go to Hashut. And we'll take Star Chaz. Get a little hobgoblin army coming up here. That'll work for that. Okay. It's Marcos Wolfhart marries Lightdorf. I don't know why I want to say the Elector Count. But we've got him pushing away from us, which is good. And this particular guy is going to get Bandolier again. It's fine for now. We do have a plan for all of them eventually. Let's go burn Bitter Bay to the ground, and then we can take the Sump Pit and start pushing up towards Dwarven lands. Tower of Vorag is just going to keep getting better and better as we go. Let's get some more money coming in. Ooh, there is actually a... The Graves of Dragons. Oh, yes. We want to get that eventually here. We've unassigned skill points for Astragoth. Get Rally for him. And Scalderish got a rank that gives him Arcane Conduit finally. Still more unassigned skill points. This is a Sorcerer of Hashut, so let's get him Hellhammer. While we're here and thinking about it, let's just look at all these guys. We'll get him Gunsight, which works. And this is actually our new Lord. Level him up a fair bit, and now it's on to buildings. Hellforge, we should have more in the manufactory. Unbreakable for Kadai. They're demons, so that would mean they'd fight to the bitter end. Their leadership gets broken, they'd start to take attrition. Though we could get some destroyers at some point. Might be something to look into when we can do it. And then all we gotta do is take out Waldenhof, Eschen, we can take Castle Drakenhof, and we can start moving through the Empire's inner territories. We could possibly get another general up here and just start pushing into the Empire territories too.
Not likely.
Karl Franz is there. We'll pull Astragoth and Hergar back to take Fort Jakova on our next couple of turns here. See where this arena goes. Though we are definitely getting close to wiping out all opposition in the mountains. Essen is just kind of a foothold within the Empire, so to speak. It's not exactly a place to launch a campaign from, but it'll help for now. We really should be just raising most of the Empire territory as we go. So she's got some knights and an empire cannon. We get a couple of feral manticores, or let's get a frostworm in this army. And let's get a couple of, at least a set of skin wolves. We can get some iron trolls in one turn, so it's not a big deal. We'll get Scorched Earth now. Now let's go up and raise Fort Jakova.
Not possible.
Looks like Volkmar is retreating as well. Let's take out Waldenhof. And yes, casualty replenishment rate. That would actually be good in an ironic sense. Slayer Cult giving us replenishment rate. Let's go with careful casting for our ability here. More winds of magic is always going to be better. We have earthing, so we can overcast. That's the last point we need in our convoy. Now we should have another convoy that we can send out. We've got gold, we've got some armaments, but we could probably use more labor. So, wow, Black Crag, which is under the command of our cousins, would give us a ton of gold for armaments, and we don't want to help them out that much. Karankar is already being visited. We'll send him to Grungzint, which is currently under Bretonia's control. Takes up most of our armaments, but that's fine.
Hashut,
Alright, so we're looking pretty good there. Now we just need to worry about everything that's happening in the mountains. Let the other nations go and see how it works out. Oh, I forgot about Drozoth. And Kalidor's got a pretty large army up there, but it's probably going to be mostly just archers and spearmen. I think that's the only things they're viably able to recruit right now. Alright. We got Seeing Red there.
Move him!
And we should be able to get some more troops for Drazov. Alright, that should work out. Let's get a couple of units of Outriders too. Just to make us even more... Wow, our Infernal Castellan got wounded.
Jar un kuz. Dakdrath dot groma drazul.
Let's burn Esh into the ground.
Grunzenta barak. Kharazitan.
That should, in theory, leave the Great Orthodoxy with just Fort Jakova. And it does indeed.
Tassadu Ardugal Ula Hurry. Drumta Orcs.
Alright, this should put the Great Orthodoxy in a place where they can't do much. We've raised most of the lower edge of the world. Get that army a little bit more, and then they can go after the Tsarina.
Ice Queen bows to no one.
Angva Grimazul. Tassardu Adugal Ula Hurry. Uzavekusrik.
And we're going to occupy this one on the way down.
Uzdana Azatergi.
And we're going to put in... There's nothing that gives us replenishment off the bat. Take money.
Dumleth.
Alright, make him harder to hit. Got lots of skill points that we have to go through, so we'll grab them all as we go. I think he's pretty much done. We got Blade Master for him now. I might as well grab Blade Master.
Draj da Baratu. Hashut Hasharak Afunbak.
Well, let's grab Bandolier for him.
Dum Thaumancy.
Always ready for him.
Victras.
Second point in Hellhammer for him. Our Convoy Overseer can get his cargo capacity up.
Angerat Victras.
Oh, that's the person I wanted, Drizzle Theashin. Okay, so 2 turns and he'll be up to go after the Sump Pit. Alright, we're not looking too bad. We're not looking too bad.
Dagrat Sorozur Amgutsen Shargi.
A non-aggression pact. You're at war with all the right people, so yeah, we'll take a non-aggression pact with the Exiles of Khorne. Scarbrand is awesome. Keep fluctuating between 75 and 80 different realms. They're taking on Essen. It's fine, we knew it was going to probably go that way. We'll be headed back down that way to deal with it shortly. It's not like we care about Essen, really. Just a launch-off point, place for our troops to rest. I hope everybody's enjoying their fall as it turns into winter, because it's already starting to get nasty up here. Lots of rain and all that sort of garbage. Alright, Astaroth. Depends on where your little helper can go as to where we put you. So you'll be going back to deal with the Empire here. I will repair these for no particular reason. Karl Franz is there. That would leave us open to attack from all of them.
No way.
Where is the Tsarina? She's right there. So we'll reinforce. And we'll keep pushing.
Don't think
Karak Kadrin coming in is not a good sign. We've got to try to time the black up here. So that helps a little bit. The Ashen still got one more turn to be fully up.
Misguided.
Yeah, White Lions of Shrace. They actually have.
Certainly not.
No, they do have a Greater Grove there, so that's not too bad. I will fill it out with a lot of expendable troops. Then we can push through the dwarves that we're fighting. Ooh. Yeah, that army was built specifically to fight her, so that should eliminate the Great Orthodoxy. And Kislev as a whole, I believe.
Shadows Kubelu at the marks east.
I'll take a military alliance with Tretch. What could go wrong? Alright, now with any luck, we'll be able to throw our weight around. If we were playing in the update, I would be worried that a lot of these places would have chaos corruption coming from them because of the Deceiver. Alright, well, you guys can just become slave labor, I guess. And we're down to 74 people. Great Orthodoxy, Broken Axe, and Redhorn are all gone. I think we killed 2 of those on that turn. You gotta come this way. Alright, if we take the Griffinwood, it's a single territory, or a single building province. I don't know exactly where to put it, but right now we are kind of running our forces a little bit ragged. We have 2 convoys on the go still. Start wolves.
Amadrazul.
Alright, so Wolfheart is pulled out. We got Volkmar the Grim here.
Dakuas ta Elgram.
Hoping this isn't a mistake.
Ut damas, unut anadzad. Dum thaumansi. Uz da na azatergi. Avsepuzan suminu. Gorkals. Arak.
Alright, that gives us a little bit more leeway up here. Let's get closer. That's a lot of dwarves. They've got Knights of the Blazing Sun and Demigryph Knights. Ow, they got Demigryph Knights. That's nasty. But it's not too far off of our main battle lines. We can probably pull other forces in if we need to. So we've got 3 armies down there. We've got Marcus Wolfheart coming in. Alright, so these 2 armies, we're going to push in and take Drakenhof.
Got Gristas Wanas, Aluma, Legionaras. This was.
Alright, the elves have a couple of armies, but it's all mostly weak troops. Should be able to deal with it with this army here. This is Astrogoth. I'll grab Retro Warhost because he has some Bull Centaur units. Try to go through and make sure everybody's all leveled up because we had a fair number of them.
Taida Akrak, Hashut out.
And you're not on the convoys, but that's fine. We'll get careful casting again.
Baran erpetu urt bintag dazan.
More hit points for our special hero.
Hungra aunbak.
Lots to level up. And this is a convoy overseer, so we want more stores. And a last source for profit. Alright, so that looks good all over the board. But with Kislev wiped out and our forces pushing into the mountains, I think we're going to call it there for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or the Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. And make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.